Hi everyone, Patrick Menninga here, spiritualriver.com. I want to talk today about Oxycontin, which is a medication that is a synthetic opiate. So what does that mean? Oxycontin is a medication, it's a pill, it's a drug that you get prescribed for pain, and what it does is basically our brains have all of these opiate receptors, and if you take Oxycontin as a pain medication, then the opiates sort of go into the brain and it fills up those opiate receptors and it makes the body feel good. And so what happens is, if you have chronic pain, or if you're just taking Oxycontin in the long run, then what happens is you're eventually, if you're taking Oxycontin every day, you're putting these opiates into those receptors in the brain, and the body will start to notice that. The brain will notice that. It'll say, okay, this guy's giving me Oxycontin every day, and it's filling up my opiate receptors, and I feel good. And so what will happen is your body will realize that it's getting these artificial opiates injected into the body every day, regardless of how you're taking the pills, and it'll say, okay, I don't need to make my own opiates. I don't need to make my own natural opiates that the body produces normally. And so over time, what you're doing when you take Oxycontin every day is you're training your body to not make your own opiates. And so what will happen eventually is, if you stop taking the medication, your body will not be producing its own opiates, and as a result you'll feel completely miserable. And so this is what produces the nasty withdrawal symptoms that people go through when they suddenly stop taking opiates of any kind, whether it's Oxycontin, whether it's Vicodin, whether it's heroin. It doesn't really matter what kind of opiate it was, that if you suddenly take it away, the body is crying out for it and saying, hey, I don't have any opiates and I'm not producing my own right now. What's going on? So if you have chronic pain and you're hooked on Oxycontin, there's a number of things that you should probably do. One is that you should probably talk to your doctor about the situation and be honest with your doctor. And that's something that's really hard for a lot of people, because they don't want to be left without their pain meds. And so they feel like it's a risk to be honest with their doctor about the fact that maybe they're hooked on the medication and then it doesn't really help anymore, or that they keep taking more and more of it to get the same effect. And so one thing, you're going to have to be honest with your doctor. And in some cases, depending on the experience of your doctor and the knowledge level of your physician, you may have to go find another doctor who better understands addiction and can help you. So treating chronic pain in addiction is still possible. It's just a little different. So you're going to have to get honest, and you're probably going to have to get detoxed at some point. So you might have to go to an inpatient treatment center, go through a medical detox, and then you're going to have to find and explore alternatives to find different ways to treat your pain. And so once you're able to do that, this will give you a ton of freedom back, and you won't be scrambling to take pills every day and to find opiates every day. And that'll vastly improve the quality of your life. And in addition to that, hopefully we'll be able to get your chronic pain to a point where you can manage it and feel good about yourself on a daily basis. So this process all begins when you get honest with yourself, get honest with your doctor, and start asking for help. Start asking treatment centers what it would take to get in so you can get detoxed, and start exploring alternatives to how you can better manage your pain.